Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are to learn the product rule in Exponent. If you refer to our formula, a to the power of m times a to the power of n, so you have two requirements here. First, they should be the same base. In this case, you have the base in green as a, and they're being multiplied together. So that equals to a, the same base, you are to directly add the power, m plus n. Let's refer to the first example we have. We have 3 squared times 3 to the power of 4. So you should first check that they are the same base, 3 and 3, and they are being multiplied together. So you satisfy the two conditions we have, and we are to take the same base as 3 and add the powers together. So we have 2 plus 4, and I believe you should get your answer as 3 to the power of 2 plus 4 gives you 6. That's your final answer. Moving on, we are to look at this question. So in this case, your scenario gets more complex. If you see, you have this coefficient attached to the y's, your variable. So we are to separate numbers with the variables. So let's do the numbers. So we have minus 4 times 2. So you are to do them independently. So minus 4 times 2 gives you minus 8. And now we are to pick the y's we have. You have y to the power of 5 times y to the power of 3. And let's check. So I believe they are the same base. They both are y, and they are being multiplied together. This dot meaning multiplication. And so you directly add the powers. So using the same base, y, and 5 plus 3, I believe that should give you 8. And same base, y to the power of 8. And remember, you have the numbers as minus 8, and you have your y component. You are to combine them in the last step, and always remember. So I believe that should equal to minus 8 and y to the power of 8. That should be your answer. Moving on to the last question we have. So z times z. You see that there is no power attached to z, so we assume the power is 1. And let's check if we can use the product rule. So z and z, same base, being multiplied together, satisfy both the condition. So we are to take the same base, z, and add the power, 1 plus 1. I believe that should give you z squared. Very good. The last example we have this complicated thing. So in this case, we are to separate the numbers and the variables. Let's look at the numbers. You have a minus sign. Remember that a minus sign and there is an invisible 1. So let's extract the numbers. So minus 1 times 2 gives you minus 2. And now, if you are to look at the question nicely, you have 4 letters or 4 variables. You have x, you have y, you have z, and you have w. So let's start from x. So you see there is x here. So you bring the x. And you are to look at your second term. And I believe there is no x. And your final answer should remain as x. And let's look at y. So you have y here and y to the power of 3 in the second term. So you are to multiply them. Let's look at this. So y to the power of 1 multiplied by y to the power of 3. Look at the base. They are both y and they are being multiplied together. So in other words, you can same base, add the powers. And I believe 1 plus 3 should give you 4. Your final answer is y to the power of 4. And look at this z component. you have z squared, and there is no z component in your second term, so leave your answer as z squared, and don't forget you have w in your second term, so w. Let's combine the parts we have. So minus 2 x y to the power of 4 z squared and w.